Hello everybody, it's Eric Freeze, and today we're joined with...
Mike, Tech Memes, Publix Eggnog, you know who I am, hello.
Been in my past 4 videos or whatever that are fan related. I have backlog again. This is a fan I actually filmed a while ago, earlier this summer, or last summer. I don't know, I've had this for, I may have actually had this fan for a year now, I don't know. I remember the first video I made of this fan was extremely crappy. It was actually, I just had it cleaned up and now it's dirty again because I've used it. When I first started going to school this year, I brought this fan in with me and I used it at school. The issue is the blade on this was so off balance, it just decided that it would be a good idea to walk across the floor. By the way, to Jordan you were talking about what you think was an McGraw Edison box fan that one of your grandfathers had that walked across the floor that was being used in a Kyachin. It could possibly be one of these. I don't know. This fan's from 1995, which is interesting. That's what the date code on the Macmillan motor says. It actually has the same type of date stamp on this as a Lakewood, which is interesting. You know, it's an Edison blade, which was actually... I don't know if this was a knockoff of Lakewood's 3rd gen blade or vice versa. I believe Robeson, which was a division of McGraw Edison, they were using this fan blade style well into the 80s. I don't know if Lakewood happened to make one that was slightly similar to this, but the Lakewood version of the 3rd gen, it has slightly bigger blade wings on it. I don't even have a 3rd gen as of right now. Or do I? I can't remember. I got close to getting them several times, and I actually had one with the motor in it caught on fire. That was fun. Anyway, I got this, paid $5 for this off of a friend that I'm not friends with anymore. The case on the top of it's bent, and it used to be owned by someone named Curry. So I'll keep that on there for nostalgia's sake. So, a bit of a backlife. Grills on this are dirty. They need to be washed today. Hopefully I'll get around to cleaning this today. I have to... Well, I'm going to probably put a balancing weight on the blade hub because it shakes so bad. So here's low speed. I do really like this fan. It's very nostalgic for me for some reason, even though I don't really recall seeing these much. I do remember when I first moved into this house where I live at now, there's one house that was actually abandoned for the longest time, but when it first went abandoned, there was a buttload of stuff on the street, and there was another one of these Toastmasters. It was a later 90s version, and it had like the clip-on front grills, which were interesting, and I think it had a thinner frame. It was not a thin and light, because it had a plastic back grill as well. And then there was also a tan Edison thin and light with a brown front grill that was at a flea market I used to attend somewhat often. I believe that fan is actually still there in service. I may have some pictures of that. As you can tell, it's starting to deviate a bit across the floor. This is the original handle, by the way. It's medium. I think the handle used to say Toastmaster across the top of it, but it's been worn down. Here's the medium speed. It shakes like crazy. As of right now, it's not shaking as bad as it typically does. Sometimes it typically shakes way more than this and wants to literally take a voyage across the house. And here's the high speed. Oh yeah, that one Edison thin and light I talked about that was at the flea market, that had an Edison motor in it. And it went off, high, low, off. So I'm pretty sure those used the free speed switch, and the one speed was, and the one so-called low speed, well, the low speed after that was actually the actual low speed. And they used the low speed winding. So there was like one extra speed that was considered off, but it wasn't really off. And spin down. Mike is making a buttload of weird noises on the telephone. Spin down on this isn't good, probably because it's probably something to do with the bearings. It has stand holes on it, and then the cord comes out through the back, center back, grill's dirty. Full-size Macmillan motor. fan's dated from 1995, if I didn't say that already. Here's a date stamp on the motor. I think it's on the stator.
You did.
Do you have anything to say about this fan?
I really like the blade set on it.
Even though this fan shakes like crazy?
Yes, even though it shakes like an absolute nut. I really like that fan.
Anything else to say?
Is that fan in good condition or?
It's actually in really good condition. There's a bit of paint splatters on it, and there's some dust on the inside of the frame that I need to clean off. But the dust is from my side, and there's a big dent in the top of it. It's pretty good. The grills are also missing no slats. So thank you very much for watching, and keep the breeze.